Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Jake Night Show, brought to you by the one and only Jake Kosack. We have a very exciting show in store for you tonight. We have Steve Jurgensen and Jaisha Woodall here with a special musical performance. We also have a special guest, an interesting guest appearance from John Gively, a glassblower in the local area from Beacon. And last but not least, the Word on the Street College Food Edition, your favorite day of the week. Jake right here on the Jake Night Show. Well, let's start with some weekend update. There's been so much going on lately, I don't even know where to start, especially with our very interesting candidates for the 2016 election. So all of you by now know Hillary Clinton's running for the Democratic ticket, and she's hoping to be the first female ever to hold some sort of power in the Oval Office. Well, of course I mean the second female ever to have some power in the Oval Office. And by second, I mean Monica Lewinsky. In similar news, Ben Carson is running for the Republican ticket. Did any of you hear his latest statement? He said that he attempted to stab his friend when he was younger, growing up in Detroit. Now, hold on. You're running for president of the United States, and you think the smartest thing to say is that you tried stabbing your friend in Detroit. Really, I can't comprehend this. He also says that the belt that his friend was wearing is what prevented the stabbing. What belt was this kid wearing? Superman's belt? No belt will prevent you from getting stabbed unless it's held up by a force field from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Just don't understand it. And in other sports news, we got Denver Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning breaking Brett Favre's all-time record for passing yards last weekend, making the crowd go wild. And then he threw 4 interceptions, and then he got benched by the second-string quarterback. Imagine how Manning felt. Within a 90-minute span, he went from being the most beloved person in the country in sports to being the most hated person in the stadium. In 90 minutes. I know people who take longer showers than that. It's all right, though, Peyton. You could have deflated balls in the playoffs, or you could be your brother. But on a more serious note, we would like to remember those who were killed last Friday in the terrorist attacks in Paris. We stand beside you, and America has your back. But now it's time for the show. We'll go to a quick commercial break, then return with some exciting things here tonight on Jake Night Show.
Here we have a full-grown influenza. Look at it thrive on the keyboard. Disgusting. The full-grown influenza thrives indoors and outdoors, mainly feeding on the young and old. That's charlatan. But all should be aware. There's only one known nemesis of the mighty influenza. Flu be gone. Let's finally get rid of that moron.
Welcome back to the Jake Night Show. Now let me introduce you to our special guest, John Gively, who's a professional glassblower, and we are very excited and grateful to have him here. So, hey John, how you doing? So first, we were just wondering, for our audience out there, just to give us some background on yourself and where you came from.
Okay, I grew up in the Hudson Valley and went to school in Manhattan, School of Visual Arts. I was a fine arts major there. Moved back up to the Hudson Valley with my wife, who I met there. I have 3 children, 1 new grandchild, and I've been blowing glass probably. Oh, I know exactly how long I've been blowing glass. For 40 years as of November 23rd.
Wow, awesome.
Congratulations.
For our audience, can you just give some basic information for those who don't know what glassblowing is, and what does it mean to be a professional glassblower?
I'm not sure what it means to be a professional glassblower, but glassblowing is the art of blowing glass. It goes back to about the 3rd century BC. What I do is very similar to what people were doing back then. The tools haven't changed hardly at all. The fuels have changed. The way you get things hot has changed, but everything else remains the same. You gather glass out of a 2,000-degree furnace on the end of a blowpipe, and you shape it.
Now, for you, do you do it for a hobby, or do Do you do
I've been making my living at it for 40 years.
Oh, wow. Very cool. How'd you get into it?
Well, I was a fine arts major at visual arts, a sculpture major, and it was at a time in the late 60s, early 70s, when minimalism and conceptualism was in. Actually, a number of the artists at DIA Beacon, were my teachers. When I got out of school, I realized that they weren't selling much art, and a second generation minimalist wasn't going to sell much art. So I began passing myself off as a carpenter, which today would probably be considered a crime. I was a terrible carpenter. So while I was doing that, I met a glassblower who I did a renovation for. And he was looking for an apprentice, and I apprenticed with him for a year, and then built a studio, and that's history.
Wow. When do you do it? Like, what time of day, and what's the term?
I started at 9 in the morning, and I worked till 5 at night. Wow. It's a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the last 40 years, I probably sold my glass all over the United States, and a good portion of the world.
Wow. Do you like it? Do you love it?
Yeah, I do. Glassblowing is a very immediate type of art. It requires a lot of attention, and I'm a very short attention span person. So, if I can create something in half an hour, that's very satisfying for me.
What's your favorite part about the job?
Making something new. Yeah.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, once again, we'd like to thank you for coming in today. Once again, we would like to thank you for coming here today, John, and sharing your life and craft with us. Next up, we have this week's edition of Word on the Street, where we interview everyday people to get their views on different topics. This week's topic is college food, a subject we're all very familiar with. So let's take a look at what people have to say after the break.
I say, oh, why does it feel so good to be there? Getting what I want, boy, why does that make you so mad? You see, oh, why does it feel so good to be there? 'Cause if the trouble that you're looking for,
So, today I stood on the campus of a local college and I asked kids what they thought of college food. We got a lot of different responses, so be prepared. Hey Sam, how you doing?
Good, how
Question,
are you?
what do you think of college food?
It's not terrible. It gets, you gotta get used to it, and then, I don't know, I just get tired of it a lot.
College food is okay. I like it sometimes.
It's actually pretty good. At least today it was.
I like it. I always find something that I can eat, something that I like. It's good.
It's horrible.
Why?
It's just the same thing every day. It only changes once, like a week maybe.
I think this campus college food is actually pretty good compared to most colleges.
Here it's pretty good.
What would you compare it to the most?
It's not like my mom's cooking, but it's not terrible. It's edible.
Something between takeout and hospital food.
All right, not the best.
Probably like takeout, maybe. Like prison food.
We've gotten that before.
Probably like diner food, maybe.
What would you prefer eating other than college food? Anything you could choose.
Good lasagna from a restaurant.
So Italian food?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mexican.
Why?
I love Mexican.
People or food?
Guess anything Italian.
Me too. I love Italian.
I'd go for Italian.
I love chicken parm.
Probably like Italian restaurant.
Italian restaurants. Italians slay the game. Help me out real quick.
I got class, sorry.
All right. You don't have class, you just don't want to do it. I got you. I'll ask you 3 questions on food. College food.
College food.
Oh, hello. Are you or someone close to you suffering from geriatric narcoleptic lethargy, also known as senioritis? The symptoms range from narcolepsy, zero motivation, obsession with casual clothing, bad hangovers, and severe separation anxiety from one's bed. Senioritis should not be taken lightly. Over 99.9% of seniors in the college field suffer from this tragic epidemic. With your small donation of $12.95 a month, together we can help seniors everywhere get out of sweats and into suits. To start your donation, call 1-800-STOP-SENIORITIS or go online to www.sweatstosuits.com. Together, we can face graduation head on.
Welcome back, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. I want to thank everyone who tuned in today and our special guest, John Gilvey. Please go out and support his work. And now, we will have the amazing Jaysha Woodall and Steve Jurgensen take us away with an amazing musical performance.
I've been on your mind. I grow fonder every day, lose myself in time. Just thinking of your face, God only knows why it's taking me so long to let my doubts go. You're the only one that I want. I don't know why I'm scared. I've been here before. Every feeling, every word, I've imagined it all. You'll never know if you'll never try to forget your past and simply be mine. I dare you to let me be your one and only. Promise I'm worth it to hold
Have a great night from yours truly, Jake Kosack, and everyone else here from the Jake Knight Show.